Sub goal 844/1000.
And the Mountaineers will put total leather to crank us up. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The Hoosiers offense will come out first. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, he's got room.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. First and goal from the 3. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Indiana!
My goodness, you're backed up, just trying to give yourself some space on offense. Forget that. I'm taking this thing 98 yards to the house. You know what's nice? To almost break the 100-yard rushing mark in one play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-3. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7 to... And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
You know, strong safeties are known for their ability stopping the run. Not so much in pass coverage or in rushing the passer, but that strong safety there showing you all of his ability.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
There he goes. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the Hoosiers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Now 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the season.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Under fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. We got to put some drives together, some possessions, and they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Hoosiers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Miller will go to the air. He rifles one deep down the right side. breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Mobley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Jackson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Miller wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Royer. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. With the catch, it's Glover. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Might be changing the route. They'll power it inside with the fullback. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But they
get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. So Indiana's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see, Jesse, where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Running the option. It's Miller. Picks up the first down. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got a step and just dusted the field.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will take the field for the first time. The play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the heat. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Power football with the run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. They tried to run it out of the gun and found no room at all. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. The running back has it. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Harrell. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle, it's McKinney. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. He splits the uprights. That'll pull them back to within 6. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here's the return from inside his 10. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. At the 15, he's loose. Oh, a lot of space. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Indiana!
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be dragged down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. Dropping back, it's Harold. Pressure coming. It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's McKinney. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. To the air on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
The Hoosiers will try to punch it in on first and goal.
Get ready.
Makes the grab on the back. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the pummeling has started. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he makes the extra point. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Miller will go to the air. Lets it fly. Hauls it in down the sideline. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Indiana! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. He'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. off the play fake. Bringing the heat. He rifles one deep down the middle. Snatches it on the right. They'll make the stop, and that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Quarterback may change this route. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. He's got it up at 25. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had...
pass off. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will get their first swing today. We got a real treat today. We're going to see a matchup between a high-powered offense that's been almost impossible to stop against a defense that's been shutting people down. Kirk, this should be fun.
Well, this is what really you hope for in a game of this magnitude is good versus good. That's what we have, as you said, Chris. Outstanding offense, been producing all year, and this defense has been taking no prisoners. Just
first play, taking a deep shot. It is hauled in. What a catch. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Chris, just like that, you get the ball to the best player on the field, and it pays off. One play and a touchdown. We knew this guy was going to have an impact on this game. I didn't realize it was going to be on the first play.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 8. Good cover.
Linebacker you're talking about, Chris, to make so many plays. So it'll be a tough day.
He'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. And the first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. QB keeper all the way. Can't get past the 2, but at least avoid the safety.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. And that sets up a return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. This offense scored the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. So the offense begins this drive backed up at the 4-yard line. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw. It's Miller. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, Indiana.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up on this possession. The Gators. So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. Quick throw to the left. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this open quarter. So Indiana has the lead here. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back. It's Jackson. He's running out of time here. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Well, he's got some space here. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air, and they keep it going here. And here comes a deep shot. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. Who's in the clear? Touchdown, Hoosiers. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Well, Chris, nothing can destroy a defense's confidence like giving up a 98-yard touchdown pass. Just when you think you have the offense backed up, and they tag you for 6 from the shadow of their own goal line.
He had the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. On first down, it's play action. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick, couldn't come up with it. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the Gators will line up to boot it away. Coverage team makes this. This return. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Looking for a man deep on the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play.
Going for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Indiana.
Of course, with another touchdown, this first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Handoff from the shotgun. And he just gets back to the line of scrimmage as the time runs out here in the first half. The Hoosiers will kick this away to begin the second half. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback keeps the football. And they've got him in the backfield. It's a 4-yard loss. Going backwards to open up this drive after the loss, second down and 15. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And the runner takes off to his right. Bring him down after a small gain. They played it safe there on 3rd and long. The Gators bring their punt team onto the field.
back out on the field. So the drive will begin from the 1-yard line, 99 away from the end zone. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. We give it to the big fullback here. Picks up the first, looking for more. Breaking free at the 35. And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Back to pass. It's Jackson. The receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So for Indiana has the lead here. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. The Gators will have to kick this away. Comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. The offense begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Tate.
Well, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
That's reeled in. It's Smith. Gets some space around the 30. Now here he goes. At the 20. The 10. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Indiana.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages. A demolition. An evisceration. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's a shotgun run call. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And the Gators will have to punt this one away. Returner is brought down as the clock runs out. That'll do it for this game. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Panthers of FIU. Take it away, broadcast team.
Miller wants to pass. He's looking deep. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the third quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trend setter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
They'll start the third quarter with the run. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. FIU pushing tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to.
It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
He's going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
Oh, it's a fumble. Everybody needs a little luck. And the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking for a crease. It's Sherrod. And he loses the ball 2nd time today. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now they're going to throw it. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Panthers are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. To throw, it's Braxton. Throws goes toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
Looking to throw on first down. He fires one deep over the middle. Here he goes. Attack. Touchdown, Hoosiers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Snapped it in the shotgun.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got a man, it's Stribling. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Braxton. That's caught, it's Stribling. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. So he coughed it up, he got it back, but he did not get first down.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices.
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He'll take another shot here. He's got it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. From the gun, looking for a man. Under fire. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Leaves it with the back. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
This offense has it with really good field position. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
To the air, it's Braxton. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Stribling. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals. 5 points of pressure and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
The give out of the gun. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
He wants to change this route. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who...
It's a fumble! They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Braxton. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Rushes on him. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires to the middle. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense picks it up.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Orange power. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before he picked up the first down. And the Hoosiers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to ride this running back. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam walk. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. The Hoosiers are on the move. Quarterback will keep it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the fullback. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. Past the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Quarterback making adjustments. The give to the fullback. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Indiana! And once he found open space to pick. And the Hoosiers are on the move. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sticks it in his belly. Finds a little space. Got the first down. Looking for more. There he goes to the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he found open space, the band might as well.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Orange power. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Got a little space. There he goes. The 20.
kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. The Hoosiers offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Kirk, of course, when you talk about this offense, it has to revolve around the guy under center.
Well, anytime you have a guy like this, it always gives you a chance to win a football game. He can do it all, and most importantly, he has a great connection with the offensive coordinator.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or do they trust the QB and be more aggressive here?
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Miller. Looking for his back. Grab down the middle. It's Jordan. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Breaks into the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Hoosiers. They draw first blood in this national title game. In the national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
Kickoff out of bounds. The ball will be spotted up at the 40-yard line. And the wideout goes in motion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Swarmed to the pass rush. A sack.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
Defense is coming after him. The ball is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Wide open downfield. Tackle after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. So Kirk, Indiana has the lead here. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a first down and goal. And the Hoosiers line up with a first and goal. Back to throw. It's Miller. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana.
Chris, this quarterback seems to be feeling it right now. That's his second touchdown pass in this game. Doing a great job of reading coverage and getting the ball out of his hands on time.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. And he's tackled at the 6. Bad field position. Don't know why he brought that out. Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the 2nd sack. They're getting...
And this is going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll boot it away from the 20. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. Looking to pass. It's Miller. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we've seen this guy make a lot of plays, but one of the things that really stands out to me is his desire to want to come down with the ball. Here, the ball is deflected. Instead of giving up on the play, he still has that desire to come up with the catch to help his quarterback out.
No, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he drops back in the gun. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete. They keep the offense on the field, just 2 seconds left in the half.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds...
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's incomplete, a last gasp pass as time expires in the first half. Will kick it deep to begin the second half. Bringing it out. It's Ballard. And they stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The Jaguars offense back on the field now. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. They get the second half started with a running play. Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Dropping back, it's Yarnell. Pass rush closing in. Sacked, it's a loss back to the 6. And the Jaguars will line up to kick it away. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. Choosing to return the punt. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. So the drive will begin from the 1-yard line, 99 away from the end zone. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Tate. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Ran down the middle. It's Royer. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
The South Alabama offense back on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Just trying to get rid of it. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Back to pass. It's Yarnell. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. The defense gets him behind the line as time expires in the 3rd period. So Indiana has the lead here. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They open the 4th by going to the air. Grabbed by the receiver. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
grinding away with their running game. Look out, room to run here. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 1st and 10 now for the offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Anytime the offense can have any kind of success stretching the defense horizontally, puts the defense in a really tough spot. They'll have to adjust to these types of motion plays going forward, because the more the offense can stretch you out, the more they can hit those vertical seams.
Breaks into the clear.
I think that's really good recognition there by the quarterback and offensive coordinator, the defensive lineman, to go with the touch pass, and the execution is solid. They'll reset the downs after picking up the first.
And the Hoosiers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Indiana.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Dropping back, it's Miller. Caught quickly. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down, and it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fights through the tackle. And moves the ball to the 37 for a 1st down.
Well, when you have a guy that can get to the outside that quickly, use that touch pass to be able to get him on the perimeter, let him use that speed to pick up a 1st down like this.
Pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one. 2nd down after that previous play. Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. With the catch, it's Smith.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he has delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP of the national title.
Muscles past the defender. A late timeout taken, just 4 seconds on the clock. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Royer. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. For the last team standing on the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the
to determine the national championship. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. So Indiana's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. You got a matchup on paper, Kirk, that really seems to favor this dominant defense. And unless this offense can do something special, it feels like yards and first downs are going to be hard to come by today.
What this defense does a really good job of is negating any ability at all to run the football. Puts you in obvious passing situations, and then they turn it loose and get after the quarterback. I feel bad for the offensive line and especially the quarterback today.
Play action here on first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. A completion sets up a second down play. Back to throw. It's Miller. Catch made in space. Look out. Moves the ball to 25. Good enough for a first down.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
Finds his man. It's Royer. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Pass complete. It's second down now. Looking to chuck it again. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Well, this just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Now it's second down here. Left complete. Tackle, but first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
He was caught on the crossing pattern. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22. First down here for this offense. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here, and the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First down, looking to throw the ball. Oh, they trap him for a sack. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time. So they have to come up with something here on third down after the incompletion. Out of the gun now on third down. Deep shot toward the end zone. And the basketball is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes out. This looks like a pretty obvious call against the defense. So the pass interference in the end zone will cost the defense 15 yards and move the offense closer now into scoring position. He decides to keep it here. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight, couldn't find anywhere to go.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job at having awareness and taking care of the football. Felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
That's another aggressive call by this defense, bringing the blitz on 3rd and long.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things this defense has is guys that can cover. And when you feel like you have guys that can cover against these wide receivers, it frees you up to be a little bit more aggressive. And this time they dial up that blitz, not worried at all about getting beaten man-to-man coverage. And a good job at timing it up perfectly to get that sack. I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Smith. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. Throwing off play action. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Touchdown, Hoosiers. They were not going to catch him that time.
Hey, they roll the dice here and decide to be aggressive, and it pays off for a touchdown, and now they have the lead. They've worked themselves back to be in a great position. They got to feel great with how this first half has ended.
And the point after is good. The Hoosiers will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Daniels. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They had the break to make some adjustments. Let's see if they can get something going here to start the third quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
What a risky call here. Close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
Sack sets up 2nd down. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive. That's a safety for the defense.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So after giving up the safety, here's the free kick. He gets loose. A quick juke. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. The passing game's been on fire. Let's see if the defense has made some changes to begin to slow it down. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Pressure is coming.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. So Kirk, Indiana has the lead here. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Indiana.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. The pass rush gets home. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for a late deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
I really thought that this matchup between this quarterback and his receivers going up against this defense in the national title would have been must-see TV. But, man, this defense, they have won that battle the entire game, and they enjoy a nice lead because of that.
And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs during the late stages of this game. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Touchdown, Hoosiers! That's how you finish a play.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. It's been a rough game for this offense. A consolation touchdown is all they're playing for at this point. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Contact as he let the ball go. The caught near the sticks. It's Terry. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a 1st down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape. It's a sack. The Terrapins looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. They're standing there, gets hit again. Here comes third and long, trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Scooped up in the defense. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here late in the game, working with the lead. You get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Running out of time in the pocket. Off target and incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
To throw, it's Miller. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today, and he's not done yet.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. Now, he did not make the first down yardage. It's a big stop for this defense as they try to cut into this lead. So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
On first down, it's play action. The ball falls to the ground. We have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. I'd say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense takes the field for the first time today. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Miller will go to the air. Got his man down the middle. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the big fella. He's stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down, and it'll be 4th. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
To the air, it's Hewart. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this guy shot out of a cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. He uncorks one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Trying to get behind the defense. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Hunt. And the returner will be knocked down. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Heward. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Grab behind the line, it's Singleton. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Snagged in the middle, it's Tate. Gashing the knee on the right. The 30, the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Indiana! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Heward. Gets away. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Miller wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Caught over the middle. It's Tate. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. High in the chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Works the middle. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Touchdown, Hoosier! Fit it in the window for the score.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. That'll be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Heward. Escapes trouble. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, Dave.